Welcome back everyone for day 4 of our watercoloring course. I'm so excited for today. We've got 2 separate projects that we're going to be doing. We've got a ladybug and we've got a blue beetle. So these are going to be 2 bugs that we're going to be doing. We're going to incorporate all of the different methods and practices that we've learned, incorporate them into these 2 projects. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera around and let's get started with today's projects. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the first of the insects. So we're going to start off with the blue beetle. Once again, I have my water cup up to the left-hand corner right here, my napkin or paper towel, if that's what you want to use, right up top, and I have my paints right on the left. So we're going to go ahead here and start off with some of our blue. So I'm going to grab a little bit of blue. And we're going to do, start up like maybe right here. We're going to go ahead and do a small little box shape right here. A box shape. You're just going to go ahead and push those colors. Push them right into each other. Just like that. Okay. So that's going to be our first part. You can go ahead and grab some more blue if you want. You can sort of push that right there. A little bit darker. Okay, and then we're gonna grab our blue again, and we're gonna move down, just like that. Move down right there. Grab some more blue. Push those colors, just like we've been doing. Just like that. Okay. A little bit more blue on that side. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make this sort of crest shape. So we're going to go ahead, go down here, we're going to bend it over, and then we're just going to do this large side down U right there. And then we're just going to bend in. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some more of this blue right here. I'm going to just go like so. Okay. Now we're going to do the next piece. So go ahead and grab your blue, and we're going to make right here sort of triangle shape. I'm going to color that in. You can go ahead and leave a little bit of white in between, a little triangle right there, because we're going to come back to that. And then you can go ahead and grab your blue again. We're going to go straight down, keeping a little bit of white. And then we're going to go right back down, grab this, go up, go out with this, pull right down to there. Pull those colors. Grab a little bit more water, a bit more blue. And I'm going to keep pulling it. I'm going to go right here and maybe I'd add a bit more blue to this area right here. Right up to that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on this side. So I'm going to go right here, pull some of this blue down. I'm going to go to about there. And I'm going to go over to right here. I'm going to pull this down. Just like that. Evening them out on the sides. Grab a little bit more blue. As you can see, that's a bit darker. So because of that, I'm just going to grab water to mix all of it around. Just pull it. Okay, pulling it around right there. Use some of that blue to add on to up here. Okay, grabbing this out right here, pulling that down again. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit more blue. And I'm just gonna darken it up right here. Some shadows. Push that out just a little bit to the sides right here. Let me go ahead and grab some more blue, using less water each time. This is going to be even darker, so I used very little water. Sort of pushing that right there. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing over here. I'm going to grab that dark blue and I'm going to push it along the sides and just going to keep it about right there. Let it blend in a bit. Grab that water. Let it blend in. I'm going to go ahead over here, do the same thing. Grab that dark blue. Let it blend a bit. Right to the sides. Same sort of deal. I'm gonna go up to the head, do the same thing. Grab some of that blue that I got. Go out over here. The head's gonna be really dark. Just gonna go like that. Just keep continuing with that box shape that we got going here. Just like that. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the legs. So I'm gonna grab some more blue. I'm gonna start up about right here. I'm gonna make this appendage go to about right there. We'll go up, up, and then close it. And then I'm gonna do another spike right there. And then I'm gonna make this other little small twig line. These little triangles, triangle shapes. And it's gonna go like that and it's gonna curve. Just like that. It's gonna have a curve. Okay. Pulling that blue down to about right there. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of this blue right here. And I'm gonna go right here now. Grab some of that blue. We're gonna make it a bit thicker. And then we're gonna move right here. We're gonna go out, out, just like that. Keep that blue right there. Grab a bit more. And then we're gonna slowly start to move our way inward here. And then we're gonna pull like that, do two little lines. I'm gonna keep this here and I'm gonna do some little lines coming out right there. Now, I'm gonna do the same thing on the top. So we've got 6 legs in total, so we'll end up doing it to the other side as well. And I'm gonna go up, make this little shape, go out, over, do that, little box kind of shape right there. And then I'm gonna go up like that, okay? And then when I do that, I'm gonna come back in, make these little triangle shapes, just like that. Grab some more blue, make 2 ends coming out, and darken that up. Just like that. Okay? Now we can do the same thing on the opposite side. We can start down here, go out, make that little shape. Then we can pull down to right there. We can have our little bumps. Same deal. Head on the opposite side, just like that, just like that. 1 line going out. There we go. And then for this one, we start to pull it in, right? Start to pull it in, and then we do 1, we do 2. Okay, let's grab a bit more blue there. curve it out, sort of, right there. Okay, the same thing, curve that out. Okay, there we go. And then we'll come back up to here, make sure that that's squared in. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing for the other side right here. So I'm gonna move in right here. I'm gonna do my little notch. And this one's gonna be a little bit further down. Go ahead and make that. Push that back in there. Okay. One line coming out right there. Another little one going right there. And one coming out. Grab some more blue. And then we're just gonna slowly make our way down, doing that pattern that we do, where we can do little triangle shapes as we make our way down. Just like that. Really make sure you make these pretty dark right here. Okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and do a little one right there. Connect it. Go out, up, down. Pull out. Go down. Color that in. Same thing as doing the opposite side. Okay, and this one's got a little bit of a thorn sticking out right there that we can do. And then we're gonna follow the same sort of technique where we're gonna go up like that. We're gonna go out, out. So there you go, you got your main outline right there. Now you can do is you can go back in with your dark blue and you can just slowly add the details. Slowly darken it too. Just going along the edges. Really making sure that's a dark blue. I'm just gonna go all the way along the sides and just keep adding that dark blue to the parts where I think it might be a little bit too light. Maybe right there and right there, and maybe some up there. Okay. Now, we've got a pretty good setup here. Or a beetle, so I think that's pretty good. Grab a little bit of water right here, even that out. So now let's go ahead and start on the head. We can make two little bumps right here. We're gonna go out, just like so. And I'm gonna make this little nub right there on both sides that you see. And then we're gonna push this out on the sides right here. So let's go ahead and make these two sides. Okay. And then there's this little appendix right there that I'm gonna add. Appendage. It's gonna be connecting on the sides. We can add that too. It's gonna be a bit darker. All right. A bit darker. And you can go ahead and grab that and sort of push it down the sides there. Lightly pull it to blend it in. grab a bit more blue on this side as well. And we're just gonna keep slowly building up layers around this guy here. Okay. And then we're gonna go back to this crest that we have in the middle right here. Just gonna lightly do that. Lightly do that. Okay. And we'll grab some more blue. This is where it gets fun. We can start to really mess with the reflective shading. So what I'm doing is I'm just going along the sides here, and I am darkening up the edges since the light source is from right down on top of us. And I'm just slowly building up these layers here that we see. And then I'm going to the top right here, and I'm building that up a bit. Now I think what we'll do is we're gonna leave it for a minute, and then we're gonna come back, maybe give it about, I don't know, maybe 4 minutes to dry, and then we're gonna come back and add a few more layers on top of it, all right? So just give it 4 minutes to dry, let the blue settle in, and then we're gonna come back and add some more layers. All right, so I've let my beetle dry, and now I'm gonna go ahead and add in the second full color layer of black. So go ahead and grab your brush and dip it in the water right here. I'm gonna just grab a little bit of the black, and I'm gonna start filling in some of these areas. So I'm gonna go up here, start to add it in. I'm gonna get a bit more. We're just gonna spread it around. Again, grabbing that black where it's pooling, and then spreading that black to other areas. So I'm just slowly pushing it further down the paper. Make sure you get both sides. All right, grab some more water. This is a bit diluted. I'm gonna go ahead and push it out here. So I'm just gonna keep grabbing my brush. I'm just gonna keep pushing it slowly on out. Okay, there we go. Grab my brush and just keep pushing it. Yeah, I'm gonna grab some more. Head up to the top right here. Start to spread a little bit of this on the arms. Going up here, putting some more right there. Then I'm gonna bring this again, slightly tap it to pull the black around. We're gonna add some more blue, so don't worry about if it's too dark right now. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and grab some more black and push it up here to the other arm, since we just did this one right here. Sort of darken that up. Okay. There we go. Grab some more, push up to the top right there. And just pull it on down. Transfer a little bit of that to this side. Really push that. We know that the legs are a bit darker than the main frame of the body. So I'm perfectly fine having the legs pull up just a tiny bit rather than how I was trying to prevent that on the body. Grab some more black right here. Add that to the appendages right there. Push it down. Grabbing some more. Make sure to grab that water. Putting it on the other leg right here. Kind of pushing that around. Okay, grab some more right here. Grab a little bit more water. Got that. And then I'm gonna put it down on the bottom right here. Push that through. There we go. And then we're gonna grab some more right there. Go ahead to the bottom left leg and follow the same process that we've been doing for the other ones. Grab a little bit more black right there. Once that has been completed, go ahead and grab a bit more black. And we're going to go ahead and put that on the outsides right here of the body. Since this part is dried, we're just going to add a bit more. Right there and right there. Then we're going to go for the head. So grab some right here. Push it. A little bit more. Okay. Pull it on the eyes. Just like that. I'm gonna grab some more black. Put it on the eye right here on the right. Okay. Let's make sure we got all these little pieces of the arm covered in a little bit of black here. Okay. There's these creases right here we're gonna get, so I'm just gonna completely cover some of these creases in black. Okay. And if you notice, between the layers of the shell kind of right here, we've got some black. So I'm just gonna, between a mixture of white and black, for some of the shine that we've got going, just gonna put a little bit in between, like so. Okay, just like that. Get a little bit more right here. Put that through right there, and then bring it up to the sides of the creases that we have. All right, so now that we've done that, I'm gonna grab some blue, and I'm going to add on to what we had before. So make this a bit more dark, the blue that we have right here. Grab a bit more. Push that on the sides right there. Gonna grab a bit more right here. Do that on the same for the top. Blend that in with the black right there. Okay. And there you go. I'm just gonna put a little bit more of the black on this leg right here. Just because, just wanna make sure that that's dark enough. That looks good, so I'm gonna move on now to the Ladybug, and we're gonna let this one dry. For the Ladybug, we're going to be dealing with a different angle, different point of view. What you're seeing for the Blue Beetle was kind of like an aerial straight down onto the bug. But for this one, what we're going to be doing is we're going to do sort of like a 3/4 angle top view, which is a bit more difficult, but we get to have a bit more fun with the dimensionality of it. So I'm gonna grab some red here, and I'm gonna start right over here. So I'm gonna pull this down, and we're gonna make the shell. Okay, we're gonna go down like so, and then we're gonna bring this across just like that. Okay. Grab that red, do what we always do, grab the water. Make it very light right there. Okay. Make this part a bit darker. On this part of the shell. Slowly move it just like that. Go up right here, and then I'm gonna push it right there. Okay. We're trying to make a distinct difference between these two layers of color. I want this one side that we're doing right now to be darker than the other. Okay, I want it to be darker than the other. See how just a tiny bit of paint went much further than the other. Okay, so that does that side. I'm gonna go ahead and grab just some light red. And I'm gonna go ahead right here and I'm gonna sort of finish that. I'm gonna go up, and then I'm gonna push out over here, and I'm gonna slowly come back to the shape that we already had right here. Sort of shape, okay? Now we want to keep that glare, so I'm gonna do a very light red for right here, sort of pink color. And I'm gonna go back, grab my red, and feel free to sort of concentrate it on this side. So I'm gonna do a much darker red right there. And have that pull around down, just like that. So right there. We'll do a second layer too. I just don't want it to bleed into each other, so I'm gonna wait for that. So let's go ahead and grab some of our black, a light black, and we're gonna pull this out just a bit, move down right here, go out, come right back down, just go like that. We're gonna make this little button shape, so we're gonna curve our drawing or painting. And we're gonna move down just like that. Okay, then grab your brush and pull it up just like that. Okay. So now what we're gonna do, since we've got that, is we're gonna go ahead and do, I'm gonna say a light black like we've been doing, just a light shade of it, not too much. And we're gonna slowly fill that in. We're gonna push it up here too. Just like that. But we have these spots all over the Ladybug. And we wanna leave some room for the black because we don't want to, it's very important that we don't fill up it completely. Otherwise, if we go in too dark, we won't be able to add these spots, right? So you have to be very careful that when we're doing this, paying attention to, what is the anatomy of what we are painting, right? We don't want to completely cover up areas where otherwise they would be open. I'm gonna grab even lighter shade of black now and just do this little area right there. Let's get a gray sort of color, right? Because we can dilute it and make that. Go ahead and grab a bit more. We're gonna push across right here. Leave room for 2 small spots right there. Across one right there and one that's gonna be moving slightly up there. Okay, that. And you can go ahead and fill in the rest with black. Just dilute it, really dilute it. And then we'll do a light layer of it sort of for this area, which it's blending a bit, but we'll go back over and sort of show that. Kind of connect that right there. Okay. Pick some of that up. All right, so now that we've done that, we can go ahead and go back with the red since this is sort of dried. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a really dark, vibrant red, right? Really vibrant. I'm gonna sort of push it along as we usually do. I'm not gonna be too cautious about how perfect it is. I'm just gonna go ahead and just push it in. Perfectly fine along the sides, how we have it right there. So then I'm gonna go ahead and sort of show this little crease that we got going there. Now I'm not too worried about it being too dark on this side for the spots because black is a very dark color, right? So in watercolor painting, or shade I should say. So I'm not too worried about making this red too dark. You shouldn't be too worried either. I'd say it's perfectly fine just to go ahead and leave it a bit on the dark side if you don't want to do as many layers. And then just go ahead and grab your red and continue what you were doing on the other side right up here. Just as I'm doing, just like that. Pull your red across, go down. Remember to leave that room for the spot that we have. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it at about right there. I'm not gonna go any further. And I'm gonna pull that down. Just like that. I'm gonna blend it a bit. Do just a little bit of a lighter red in between here. Blending what we already have. Grab a little bit more of that red, more of the color. Go ahead and blending that in between. Okay, so it looks pretty good, but I don't really like how, as we've been forming the layers, there's a sharp contrast between the two. Now we want that when we're making silhouettes, but we don't want that once we near to the final image. So now we can go ahead and grab a little bit of red from our plate and just slowly grab more water, and on these ends, sort of, push it out, kind of mix the two. Kind of go like that, okay? So that's about good for right there. So let's look at the spots. We can go ahead and add in some yellow. We go ahead and grab that. And ladybugs have these 2 yellow spots right around here. Go ahead and dilute that a bit more because they're a bit more yellow. If you put too much, like I did, you just grab your brush, pick it up, put it on the napkin. Pick it up, napkin. Over and over again. And there we go. Grab a little bit more right here. Go on over to there. Go up. Put the spot just right there. There we go. Now that we've done that, I'm going to go ahead and grab some more of that black that we have. And I'm going to start to form first one of the Ladybug's dots right here. So go ahead and sort of push it. Fill that in. Don't worry about being too perfect. We just want to have it filled in. Okay. Now we can move into the next part. So let's go ahead and while that's drying, let's grab some of the black that we have, and we're gonna, this is gonna be a darker shade for sure. And we're gonna start sort of making the appendages right here. I'm gonna go out like that. Remember, I'm always thinking of shapes when I'm doing this. Now I'm thinking kind of a tube. We're gonna go out right there. Grab more of the black, putting it back in. Okay. Going back down, add this sort of triangular shape. I'm doing a quick little tube, goes straight, 1 and 2. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the other one. Grab some more black. Go right here. Add the shape, tubular structure. Painting that in. Going back down and then out just about right here or so. And then a little 2. And we'll go ahead and shade that in a bit more. Got a little bit of shadow here. Just want to make this darker. Make that darker around right there. Make it darker within there. Add a bit more to right there. We can always go back over and do these again as well. Make my third one, little hole right there. And this one's kind of hiding underneath the shell. Okay. Start to add the little facial features there. You have one right here. We're gonna go out, through, back, cover that. And then we'll go ahead and add a bit more details in a minute. You can go ahead and grab and bag, go ahead and grab your yellow, and we'll move back down to the spots we were talking about. Add some yellow right there. I'm gonna grab a little bit over here. Okay. Sort of straighten that out. Grab that right there. As you can see, it's coming along. So I'm gonna go ahead and start to add more of the layers into here. Start to really show the contrast. I'm gonna go up here, grab the black, and I'm going to really sort of push the colors that we've got right here. Move it down. Go right here. Go across. Same for right there. We got some darker areas right here. So I'll go up in here. It's all right if it mixes a bit. Go ahead and grab some more black. Push it down here. Move it down to the little feet. See, I got a bit right there. Take my brush, just push it around. And sort of push this a little bit more. Okay. Go ahead and start to darken up the shell a bit here. A much darker red. Just push the color around. Okay. We're going to come up near the crease. We'll do that on this side as well. Go ahead and do it on this side. Okay. I'm actually going to expand this out a bit more. Sort of push this. Grab that red. Push it in right there. This might even go into the spot just a bit. Bring it a bit closer. And we have our crease, so go ahead and grab that. I'm just gonna lightly go across the crease right here. And then pull down. All right, so that's looking pretty good. I'm gonna give it about maybe 5 minutes or so to dry, and then I'm gonna go ahead and come back and add on to this, and then we can go ahead and finish this ladybug up. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add on the final details to our ladybug here, so that we can finish this up. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some more layers to the legs here to make them a bit darker. I'm gonna try to get that light going there. Do the same over here, add a bit more. And then you're a bit more over here. Add that to right here, these legs. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and start to darken up the parts of the head. So I'm gonna go in here. Add that. Move in. Start to move up around the head. We have shades of black here. So I'm going to push that down, leave that open for the yellow. move this piece across and move down. Grab some more black. Grab some more black. Add that on. Push that down. Just gonna go over here. Connect it to that. Same piece. And then I'm gonna grab some more black and I'm gonna go over here to this bottom part. Do the same thing. Darken that up. Okay. So now we have all these pieces that are looking like this. So now we can go ahead and do the same thing for the top. So let's go ahead, grab some more black, push it across here, move down like that. Go ahead, grab some more black, add that around the head area, just right there, push that across. Grab some more, go right here, push this down, right across there. Use my brush, dab it off a little bit, grab a little bit of water, lightly spread it, or a little bit right here. Do the tiniest of little flicks, show the spread, tiniest of little flicks to show the spread right here. Make it a little bit darker. Okay. I'm gonna grab a light black, just a little bit, not a whole lot, and do the shade that we want up here. Cover that area in. The same right there. Grab some more black. Corner this piece off. Maybe just a little bit of black that pushes in through right there and then cuts off. Okay. Go ahead and grab our black again. A little bit of the crease that pushes down through here. Okay. A little bit of the crease that goes along through here. Now, what we're gonna do is grab a bit more water, push this in a bit, and then we're gonna go ahead and grab some more of our black that we've got here, and we're gonna do the same thing up over here. So we're gonna grab some dark black for the spot. We're gonna go over here, grab some for the part that's on the crease. Go ahead and spread that around. Okay. Then what you can do is grab the water and kind of lightly spread that around there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and grab a little bit more black. I'm gonna start to go over here. Go like so. Maybe for one of our spots. Grab a little bit more black. And make our spot here along the side. Grab this one. Make a spot right here. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some black right here and make another one, just like that. There you go. Spot right there. And then when we make our spot for this one, since it's half in the dark, half in the light, I'm gonna grab a little bit of a lighter black and just like that, and push that across, just like that. There you go. It's gonna kind of push through. I'm gonna grab a little bit more red. Show the depth. Kind of blend some of these layers in a bit more. There we go. We can go ahead and, since that's kind of blending a bit, I don't recommend doing this often, but if it's blurring a bit too much, you can go ahead and grab a little paper towel and just go like that. Dab some of it up. And now that's dry, you can go ahead and grab some of your black. Lightly fix the spot right there. I'll grab some more black right here. Go ahead and add that right here. But really keep it over here. Pick that up and push it right there. Now we can come over with some more black after that's done and sort of fix that up right there. I'm just gonna grab some more pink, paint that across, or red, but make it look like it's pink by diluting it. I'm gonna push this across. Let's make it a bit darker all the way across right there. Okay. Grab a little bit of red, make it a little bit darker. I'm gonna blend a little bit, show the cross between colors, the cross between layers, division, just like that. Grab a little bit more, a little bit darker red. Sort of push that right there. Now we can go ahead and grab a little bit more of our black. Fix some of these right here, add a bit more to them. Really want to show that contrast. Grab a bit more, put it up there, pull it down, push some more right there. And I'm going to go ahead and grab some more, and we're going to make other little tiny faint resemblance of the arm on the other side. Okay, and then you're gonna go ahead and make a small little black triangle right here. Make another one right about here. And do a quick little line in between. I'm gonna make another one right here. Now for this, we're gonna grab a little bit of yellow. We're just gonna lightly make some lines across it. Just like that. Add a little bit of yellow to it. And grab a little bit more yellow. Add this part over here to the foot. Pull it across right over here. I'm gonna add a little bit more yellow to the eyes too. Go ahead and grab a little bit more yellow. Some little fringes on your ladybug there. Okay. And then I'm gonna grab a little bit more. Some over here. Grab some more of the yellow. Put it on the spots. Okay, now that we've got that done, now that the black's dried a little bit more, I'm gonna finish that one spot that I said I'd go back to. Slightly adding the layers to it. Okay. Go ahead and make that one layer on the head a little bit darker so that we got that. So I'm just gonna go right there. Make this a bit darker. Even though it's light and has the light source moving on it, we can still make it a bit darker. So I'm gonna do that. Okay. Go ahead and mix this in a bit. Grab some of our yellow for the leg right there. Add that, little spikes. Okay. Go ahead and grab a bit more yellow, a bit more red. Dilute that a bit more. Spread it over there, spread it over here. Push it down. And then we can do a little bit of a blending effect for our last little piece on this ladybug. Grab a little bit of black, sort of make a little bit of a layer in between them. Show the blurring of it. Do a little bit right there. And you can go ahead and grab just the slightest little bit of black. Finish up this one area I said I'd go back to. Right there. Grab the last little bit of yellow. Finish those two spots we said we'd go back to. Just like that. Finish up the little spot that we said we'd go back to over here. Just like that. Blend that in. And finish up those shadows right over here. And there you have it. So I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Tomorrow, we'll be finishing off with the final class that we have, where I'll be showing you how to watercolor paint a tree. It's going to be the most difficult of the classes, but it's also going to be the most fun. It's going to require the most layers, and it's going to be a little bit faster paced. So I hope you enjoyed today's class, and have a great day.